gnats are coming out. It's sticky out here. Hopefully I don't get it into my drink. Hey everybody, Jay Ball, Blue Jays Outdoors. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. Thanks for watching this episode. I'm going to continue on this short form content. It is hot out. Well, it's not as hot as down south, I guess it's all perspective, but I'm sitting here, just took a shower and I'm sweating. But I want to talk about fishing knots. So this video is going to be about the only 2 knots that you need to get into bass fishing, or that will work for you for 90% of the applications. The only other kind of knot that you might need to use, actually no, because that knot even works for, anyway. There's 2 knots you need to know for fishing, okay, for freshwater fishing, for bass fishing. These 2 knots are going to be absolutely the minimal you need to have. There's a ton of knots out there, right? So what I'm trying to do is, for those of you that are maybe new to the sport, or those of you that have been fishing for a while, please let me know your opinions on, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm crazy about these 2 knots, but there's only 2 knots that you need to know, that you got to just kind of burn into your brain. And I'm going to explain to you those 2 knots. I'm not going to show you how to tie them, because there's tons of videos out there. If I can find some cool videos that do a really good job showing how to tie these knots, I'll leave a link to them so you guys can check them out. I'm not going to show you guys because I don't have the best way to show them to you. But hands down, the number 1 knot, the first knot that you need to learn, is the improved clinch knot. Okay, so the improved clinch knot is what I use for tying all of my fluorocarbon leaders or my monofilament leaders straight to the hook or to the bait. Okay, so baits that I tie, just for an example, this bladed jig, right? This is a slobber knocker. So you can see I've got my 20-pound fluorocarbon line right here, and I've tied an improved clinch knot. I also tie improved clinch knots on my EWG hooks for my Senkos. I tie an improved clinch knot for my square bill crankbaits. Anytime you're tying directly to a hook with monofilament or fluorocarbon, one of the easiest knots to tie is an improved clinch knot. Okay, so if there's one knot that you've got to use that will work on all applications with monofilament or fluorocarbon, it's an improved clinch knot. Again, I'll leave a link so you guys can check one out on how to tie it. Now, the other knot that you're going to want to learn how to tie is a polymer knot, okay? I use a polymer knot anytime I am actually going straight braid to my hook, okay? Again, I'll leave a link up in the corner so you guys can check out how to tie a polymer knot. But again, because braid's slippery, right? A clinch knot sometimes won't hold all the way, but a knot that'll hold 100% of the time is going to be a polymer knot. Again, I use it for my frogs. I use it for any time I'm tying to straight braid. But I also, just so you guys know, when I fish a football jig, like this motion fishing football jig right here, this is the Gill Candy, I actually will use an improved clinch knot on my fluorocarbon. And the only reason why I do that is because a lot of these football jigs, as you guys can see, they have a powder coating on them, okay? So this eye of this hook is super slippery because of the paint. I feel personally that a clinch knot actually holds on to a football jig better than an improved clinch knot. So again, polymer knots are going to work great for straight braid, or anytime you're tying to a lure that has a thick paint coating on it. It's going to hold better than an improved clinch knot, in my opinion. So guys, you can even use a polymer knot for your drop shot rods. That's right, I actually might make a video and talk about drop shot fishing and how to tell you that your leader's too short, but then show you a really easy way that Dylan Grubb from Extreme Outdoorsman taught me on how to try my drop shot hook, because that was a little bit challenging for me. So again, improved clinch knots anytime you're tying straight braid to fluorocarbon, okay? Or sorry, straight fluorocarbon or monofilament to your hook. Anytime you're going to tie straight braid, or you are going to tie a bait that has a powder coating on it or thick heavy paint, you want to use a polymer knot. I can promise you guys those 2 knots are going to cover 90-95% of your needs when it comes to fishing. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this really short kind of tips and tricks video to try to maybe clear up some confusion on all these crazy knots. Leave a comment down if you guys think I maybe missed some knots, or maybe some of your favorite knots to use. But again, those 2 knots are probably the first 2 knots that I'd learned how to tie, and I just wanted to share with you guys some of the success I've had with them. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, like I said, please subscribe to the channel. Growth has been going really good, and as always, I really appreciate the support. And remember, the easiest way to change your attitude is by showing gratitude. Thanks, and we'll see you on the water next time.